Lesson 4, make the environment interact. So, welcome back. We've gone over simple descriptions for incidental things and dived into writing through the lens of the character for the point of view a little bit more. Now we're going to use the hero lens to make slightly beefier descriptions of environments. These are amazing to employ when the character arrives at a new location or when something about the location changes. So this helps to destroy white room syndrome. White room syndrome is where the location the characters are in is not described. The important conversation that they are having could be taking in a bare white room for all you know. By employing this technique of an interacting environment, the reader will get to know the location in a fun way than just stating, there was a bed in the corner of the room and a table next to it and a lamp on the table. By having interactions, we get to show and not just tell. So I've already employed this a bit in the previous examples. Let's bring one of the ghost town excerpts back. Dust plumed around my booted foot as I took my first step into Twisted Gulch. The ghostly voices of the inhabitants who fled darted between the rickety wooden buildings, causing goosebumps to ripple across my bare sunburnt arms. Sand suspended in the rasping air tarnished my best dressed tan, eating its way into the delicate lace. Are there the ashes of the mysteriously departed mixed in? I breathe as quietly and shallowly as possible, creeping my way forward to the first derelict home. Here, the first thing we get is a plume of dust around the booted foot. I wanted to evoke the close-up shot that's utilized in many Western movies. We get the feeling that the character is actually in the environment and having an effect on it. They're not just a bystander watching things go down. So the sun has also burned their arms. This person is vulnerable, possibly emotionally as well as physically. We also get a description of the sand staining and eating away at the delicate lace on the character's dress. The environment is hungry and dangerous. If just being in this town is doing this to clothing, what can we expect to go down once the characters, creatures, or natural disasters go down? It sets the tone that this is not a happy rom-com, but a gritty Western. Notice I didn't go into an information dump with this description. There's no excruciating detail on what type of wood was used for the abandoned buildings, where it came from, how it was brought to the location. I stick with what's important to the character in this particular moment. What are they feeling as they enter the location? Give us clues through word choice. Making the environment active is a great way to make it feel lived in. Even if it's a ghost town, with no living humans around, it's still pluming around feet, burning skin, staining clothes, eating lace. All right, so that's an example of a beefier environment description for when the character enters a new location. Something most people don't see every day. But what if it's a modern day bedroom in suburbia? Excellent question. Let's give it a shot. So some questions to keep in mind before diving in. What is the age and gender of the occupant in the room? Are they allowed to decorate as they like? What social class are they in? How much money did they have to work with? What is the character into? Let's say it's a middle-class teenage girl's room. She has free reign to decorate and is into horror movies. She's used her income from working during the summer to add some horrific touches. Remember, we're not just telling what's in the room, we're going to make it interact with her. So here's an example. Kathy flicked on the light switch. The purple light bulb she swapped out, bathing the room in comforting, cool tones. A cardboard cutout of Freddy Krueger watched her as she dropped her overstuffed backpack on the floor next to the desk she had painted black. The tassels of the bat lace lampshade tickled her fingers as she turned on the warm light for good measure. Behind her, the messy bed emanated an inviting aura. Its nest of blankets, pillows, and sheets promised comfort and escape from the stupid essay. All right, so we've got an overhead light, a desk, a lamp, a bed, and a creepy cardboard cutout. I've used as many action verbs as I thought would fit instead of to be verbs. Freddy Krueger watched, the purple light bathed the room, the tassels tickled her fingers, and the bed emanated an aura. Aside from the room existing, Kathy is also interacting with it. She touches swishes and tassels. She dumps the backpack. So let's do one together now. Let's write a paragraph where someone is cracking a safe. They are the only person in the room. Let's ask some questions to get the juices flowing first. How do they feel about this job? Scared? Excited? What type of room and building is the safe in? What's in the room with this burglar? How is the room lit? Maybe the safe is in the back of a state-of-the-art bank or the basement of an archaeologist. Does the burglar feel anxious, like there might be security equipment spying on them? Or are they super cocky and sure of themselves? Have fun. Let's put 5 minutes on the clock. Let's do it. right, time's up. How was that? Hopefully not too painful. Here's what I came up with. The door to the cryptologist's basement creaked open, revealing a cluttered mess of stuffed tall wire racks. Stacks of precarious papers and skewed boxes caught at the safecracker's sides as he navigated through them. There, in the back, just where the reliable informant had said, was the old-fashioned safe. The smooth door of the safe was cool to the touch, just begging to be opened. Pressing his ear to the metal, he listened for each click as tumblers fell into place. So what interactions do we have in this one? We got piles of paper and random boxes hitting the character's side as they walk through to find their way to the safe. We've got a description of how the safe feels on their hands and how it sounds as well. The physical interactions let us describe the temperature of the metal and the sound of the inner workings. We'll go deeper into writing the senses later, don't worry. So in summary, don't just tell us what's in the environment, have it interact with the character. The character can touch different pieces, be affected by it like a sunburn, or different elements can even be personified, like the bed with a comforting aura. Use active verbs where possible. You've got this. So next lesson, we're going to be going over hero descriptions. So bigger, more character-driven, thinky, reflective descriptions. So also descriptions that are perfect for introducing people and places. So I will see you there.